to Curtis, is he too superstitious to touch it? He said no, but he was going to lift it, so he's happy to touch it. What about you?
No, I think Wigan had a good time with it. It looks a bit beat up.
You're not going to touch it?
No, I'll wait.
What does it mean for you as a professional footballer to not only be playing at Wembley, but in an FA Cup semi-final as well, and the whole occasion that goes with it?
It's really exciting. We obviously all grew up watching the FA Cup, and to get this far into the competition, it's not something that comes around too often, especially for this club. So I think it'd be nice as a group of players to try and make history and win on Sunday.
Is there any disappointment? Is probably the wrong word, but the fact that the semi-finals played at Wembley before the final, are you more of a traditionalist in that sense? We prefer to see the semi-final staged away, and then it is the road to Wembley.
Yeah, I think with the tradition and that, it would be nice just to play the final there. But as a player to play at Wembley, it doesn't happen too often. So to do that on Sunday, it will be a nice experience.
And for much of this season, Hull City, the Premier League new boys, have gone into many games seen as underdogs. This particular game, given that it's Sheffield United, League One opposition, you're the heavy favourites, certainly outside of Sheffield United at least. How does that change the whole build into the game?
We've all seen in the FA Cups the shocks that happen, but I think the teams that we've had in the run up to this game, they've all been tricky games on paper, but the lads have put in a performance in those games, and I don't see why Sunday will be any different.
Do you feel added pressure because you do go into it as heavy favourites?
I don't think so. I think an FA Cup semi-final, there's going to be pressure regardless of who you play, but I think the feeling I've got is more of excitement and to play at Wembley and hopefully to win the game.
So what would it mean to you if you can win the game and knowing you've got another day to Wembley on May 17th?
Yeah, it'd be huge. Like I say, these things don't come around very often, and it's something the gaffer reminds of each round that we've progressed. Like I say, to make history as a group of players and for the club, it would be something special.
So he reminded you of how he felt when he lifted the trophy?
Yeah, he reminds us how he feels and how many trophies he's won very often, but to have someone like that as a manager, it is nice for him to remind his players how rare these opportunities are.
I was just about to say, same to Curtis, that at the start of the season, you probably couldn't dream of getting to where you are, FA Cup semi-final. You've got the 10 wins that your manager asked for by the beginning of April. So this doesn't quite cap the best season ever, but it could well prove to be in the end.
Yeah, definitely. The season probably couldn't have gone as good as we'd have imagined, to be honest, to get the 10 wins, and hopefully we are safe, which was our main aim this season. But the FA Cup run's been a bonus, and you win 3 games and you're into a quarter final, and then now we're in the semi-final, and it's amazing how quickly that you reach this stage in the competition, and it's something really exciting.
What does this do for the future of Hull City? Because you want to establish yourselves actually as a much bigger club than you have been in the past. This is a very good step along the way. Yeah,
I think so. I think to stay in the Premier League, with the money involved these days, you're only going to improve as a club and as a squad of players. But the FA Cup has been a great distraction and something we've all really enjoyed.
A lot of teams have perhaps attracted criticism because of the way they've dealt with the FA Cup and maybe slightly cheapened it along the way. To be fair, you've negotiated some tricky ties, used the squad well, here you are. They might well be regretting that, looking at where you've got to, because you wouldn't swap this position now, would you?
No, like I say, you win 2-3 games and then you're into the serious stuff. I think it's credit to the manager how he's used the squad. He's not weakened it too much, but he's used players that haven't perhaps played as much in the league and have been a bit fresher, and they've done a marvellous job to get us in this position, and hopefully can win on Sunday, like I say.
And I just wonder if the conversations among the squad are pretty interesting right now. Is it a case of okay lads, thanks for all your efforts and we'll take it from here?
No, like I said, the lads have come in and even in the league they've played when people have been injured and done really well, and that's what you need as a Premier League squad. And when you're playing in other competitions, you need a good squad, and I think it's important that everyone knows that sometime or another they're going to be used.
Thank you.
James, when you look at where the club has come from since you first joined, how does it feel sitting there knowing that you're going to be going to Wembley?
It's been strange, I've been here 3 years, and the turnaround in the club in that space of time has been, quite amazing, really. But it's been a journey that I've enjoyed, and to get to the Premier League is where I want to play my football, and hopefully we are safe this season and we can enjoy that adventure again next year. But like I say, the FA Cup's been a great distraction, and to watch it as a young lad and be featuring in these games now is something special.
And growing up, obviously as a youngster, playing in Manchester United youth ranks, you'll have seen the success around the club. Obviously, as a player now, you're in and around that now. How does that feel?
It's great, obviously, all the attention that you get when you progress through the competition. But it would be nice to, when you look back on your career, to have achieved things like this and to have something for the fans to cheer about as well.
Yeah, we just spoke to Curtis, and he says it's all right you're playing at Wembley, but it's the semi-final. Obviously, getting to the final and lifting the trophy is the main thing. But what's it going to be like for you walking out of Wembley?
I'm not sure. I've not done it yet. That'll be something that I think looking back on it, I'll be proud of. But Curtis is right. It won't mean anything if we don't win on Sunday.